In a land of sunshine where the palm trees sway, there's a special show to brighten up your day. From rockin' festivals to Broadway dreams, tune in with Bonnie G. It's a desert scene, the desert scene with Bonnie G. Meet the stars and feel the beat. From the Coachella Valley is the place to be, for all the culture, fun, and harmony. The desert scene, yeah, with Bonnie G.
Mutual Broadcasting welcomes you to the Desert Scene, featuring conversations with the people who make culture, art, and entertainment happen in the Coachella Valley. From local theater to live music, art exhibits to cinema and beyond. The Desert Scene is presented by El Portal Mexican Restaurant in Cathedral City. Now, here is your host, Bonnie G.
And welcome to the Desert Scene. So happy to have you here, and very happy to have my buddy Doug Graham on with us today. He's directing a wonderful fundraiser for the Palm Springs Cultural Center coming up November 30th. Hey, Doug, how are you?
Hey, I didn't know you had a jingle. I love your jingle.
I know. I'm moving up in the world.
Desert Scene with Bonnie G. Hey, it's catchy.
Very catchy. Yes, I love it. So, tell people about this. It's called Nobody Does It Better. Academy Award-winning songs from the 70s. So tell us a little bit about what people can expect.
Yeah, Bonnie, I don't know if anything like this has been done in the city before. It's going to be what they call an immersive experience where, yes, it's the songs from the 70s, nominated and Oscar-winning, of which there are so many. Mm-hmm. People will know every song that they hear. It will take them back. So immersive means that it's a concert, and it's going to be a fundraiser for the center, but the immersive aspect means that the singers will come up with a band, three-piece band, and they'll sing a song, and there'll either be stills from the movie or video clips from the various films. So you'll see the singer on stage performing, and then behind them in large screen will be clips from the various movies. So it's going to be very fun and interactive with the audience, sometimes sing-alongs. There'll be an experience at the end that I want to give away.
Okay.
It'll really be heart-opening and, bring people together, which is really what we need these days. So.
Absolutely. And it's hosted by Craig Ramsey and Catherine, I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name.
Catherine Reeford.
Reeford, okay. And tell people about their story. They
have been friends since their 20s. They followed their journey from Canada, and they've both been on Broadway at separate times around the same time, but at different shows. And they followed their journey through winning the Amazing Race, Canada, which was last year. Catherine, in particular, has a really unique story because she was diagnosed about 9 years ago with terminal brain cancer. And they won the race with her condition. She tells people that at the time she was given 2 to 6 years, so she says she's past her expiration date. But they're very inspirational. They have so much fun and inspirational stories to share. And so we've got them in to host and also run the fundraising aspect of this performance, which is really needed for the center, which I can tell you about. Yeah.
So tell people, if you've been living in a cave and have not been to the Palm Springs Cultural Center, you're really missing out. It's the building was formerly Camelot Theater, and Michael Green, the CEO, has transformed it into a true cultural center with still some films, but live theater, live music, art shows, farmers market on the weekends. But they could use some fun. So talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, as you said, it's not only films, but it's going to be all theater. So there's now there's a big theater, which is where this event's going to be. It holds 500 seats. The other two theaters are not only showing movies, but they're also the home. The theater number one is the home for two theater companies, Desert Ensemble Theater and also The Bent. Mm-hmm. This particular fundraiser is to raise much-needed money. $50,000 is the goal to transform Theater 2 into the same size kind of space where they can actually make that a performance space for local artists and cultural programs. Mm-hmm. So the planned upgrade includes a new stage, modern lighting, enhanced sound system, all the things that it takes to create another venue, which can include, it can help other companies come in and do their performances, and it'll really expand the entire aspect of what the cultural center is all about and what they offer. So it's a big plus for them.
Yeah, that's fabulous. I mean, it's such a wonderful resource for the Valley, and then to be able to have more different companies and groups come in and do shows. And I don't think people know how expensive it is to run something like that. Just run it, much less do improvements. And it gets very pricey.
It's ongoing, just like any non-for-profit.
Yeah.
And but we have an amazing cast coming up here for our show.
Talk a little bit about that.
Well, we've got 11 singers who were pretty much hand-selected for this particular style of the 70s music. People like Francesca Amari, Keisha D, Angie Dallaire, Terry Larson, Melba Miller, Bo Rigney, Lizzie Schmeling, Johnny Spinks, Daniel Stewart, Patrick Wallace, and somebody may have heard of named Bonnie Gogalen.
Yeah.
Not sure. Yeah. So you will be part of this fun, which is going to be a lot of exciting. Alex Danson, the amazing music director, is at the helm creating the arrangements with Jay Lewis on drums and Bill Saida on bass.
Great band, great trio to have.
Yeah, and all the songs, The Way We Were, Evergreen, Gonna Fly Now, the disaster movies, it's going to bring back so many fun memories for people to live and remember where they were.
Absolutely. Music does that. I think music, and I think the other thing that does that is aromas, like cologne. If you smell a certain cologne, it takes you back. But music will take you right back to wherever you were when that song came out. Absolutely. Let's take a quick break. We're going to take a quick break on the Desert Scene with Doug Graham. We'll be right back.
Craving a delicious meal that won't break the bank? Look no further than El Portal Mexican Restaurant in Cathedral City. At El Portal, we pride ourselves on offering family-friendly dining with affordable prices on our authentic Mexican cuisine. Owner Victor Lupercio and his dedicated staff make you feel like part of the family. Whether you choose to dine in, take out, or opt for delivery, you can always count on fresh, mouth-watering dishes that will transport you to the heart of Mexico. Enjoy discounts throughout the week and explore one of the Valley's best selections of tequila to complement your meal. Join us for live entertainment on Friday evenings and consider El Portal for your next special occasion with our catering services. Visit eatatelportal.com for more details and discover why El Portal Mexican Restaurant has become a culinary gem in the desert. El Portal, located 1 block south of Ramon on De Palm and Via Olivera.
And we're back with Doug Graham talking about Nobody Does It Better, a big fundraiser coming up November 30th at the Palm Springs Cultural Center. Now, I know you've done a lot of work on pulling together these scenes, these clips and movies. That's a lot of work. And talk about that process.
Yeah, well, this is kind of like my wheelhouse. I used to direct and produce shows when I lived in Orlando in the early 90s. And I did this for Disney and convention shows. So it's basically a process of finding out what the songs are, the right people to sing the songs, and then to create both a combination of live action clips that will be behind them and the particular stills from the movies. So it's a process. And I have a great team with Corey Roskin, who's my assistant director, and also he's going to step in as a stage manager, and Seth Hampton will be my assistant director to handle everything else. There's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
Entrances, exits from the theater, from the aisle, from outside, and it's a lot of pieces to put together, a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
But it's going to be very exciting for the audience.
Yeah, a little bit of traffic cop / choreographer involved in all this
That's
too.
right.
Yeah.
And we've gotten a special team in to do all the tech elements of it. So it's going to be a very intricate way of calling the show, getting it aboard, and but it's everybody's doing their job, and it's going to be pretty exciting.
How did you narrow it down? Because there are so many great movie songs from the 70s. How did you narrow it down?
Well, the particular voices, that are aboard, Angie Dallaire has this beautiful voice that's going to be appropriate for the disaster movie songs. That's the morning after.
I love that tune, yeah.
And we May Never Love Like This Again. And Boo Rigney, who also works in the VIP room upstairs, as do you, and Razzle Dazzle. She has more of the country kind of sounds, so she'll be doing Nobody Does It Better. Johnny Spinks is aboard who plays guitar, which is, of course, perfect for I'm Easy from Nashville.
Yeah.
And then Lizzie Schmeling, of course, did her Carpenters show recently. And, of course, the Carpenters had 2 songs that year, Blessed the Beast and the Children. And I can't remember the other song right now, but there's two Carpenters songs that were part and parcel to that. We got Patrick Wallace aboard, so he's perfect for more of the rock sounds. So he'll be doing Live and Let Die. Yeah.
Excellent. So tell people how they can get tickets and come enjoy this.
Yes, psculturalcenter.org. That's the website for the Cultural Center. That's the best way I would advise, and we are starting to really sell out like hotcakes. So get aboard, and it's going to be at 2 days after Thanksgiving on the 30th. So there's everybody will be wanting something to do, and it starts at 7:00, and it'll be probably about a 90-minute show. So tickets are $55 VIP. General admission is $35.
And is there a little cocktail hour at 6 before the show?
There'll be a VIP. Yep, VIP at the beginning at 6:00. Yep.
All right.
Be a VIP. Come aboard.
Doug Graham, director of Nobody Does It Better, fundraiser for the Cultural Center. Craig Ramsey, Catherine Reeford, a lot of great singers. A really good cause. I hope you'll come out and join us all. Thanks, Doug. Thanks for being here.
Bonnie.
All right. Take care. We'll see the rest of you the next time on the Desert Scene.
With Bonnie G, meet the stars and feel the beat. From the Coachella Valley, it's the place to be. For all the culture, fun, and harmony. The Desert Scene, yeah, with Bonnie G. The Desert Scene's where you belong with Mutual Broadcasting's Bonnie G. Just sing along. Just sing along.